Hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Lexi and welcome to this cute and cozy vlog. In today's video, I have decided that I am going to use this skein of yarn that I purchased a couple weeks ago, and I bought it to make plants. So what we're going to do is this whole video is going to see how many plants can I make with this one skein of yarn. This is the Loops and Threads Soft Classic. And it is in the color, why do I struggle so hard with these? Leaf green, which, wow, I mean perfect, because I'm going to be making plants with it. I want to make some of my classic string of pearls plants. Maybe a couple of like my regular size, maybe one of the smaller sizes. But I'd also like to branch out and make some other plants. I know there's one, is it a pothos or a pothos? I don't know how to say it properly, I guess, but I'd like to make one of those. I think there's one is like a money plant. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some just like generally leafy plants. But yeah, that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to see how many plants will one whole skein of yarn make. And I mean, unfortunately, I am kind of nursing some pretty severe low back pain. If you saw like the end of my last video, I have 3 degenerating discs in my low back, and one of the discs is herniated, which means that there's been some pressure on my nerves. Sometimes it gets so bad, like it goes down my legs, and it's just been rough. It's just been a rough last week and probably about one more week going forward of this. I do not know how much filming over at least the next few days I'm going to be able to do, because I really plan to be like laying down while crocheting. I'll at least show you a little bit. I need to make plants for my market anyway, so this is a perfect little project to do right now. Hey guys, I am checking in because we are at the halfway point of using this skein up. And I'm not going to tell you how many plants I've made so far, but I will say that I've branched out and I haven't actually made any string of pearls yet. They have all been different plants, so that's going to be fun. I'm very excited to have some variety happening. But yeah, we're halfway, which feels pretty good. And I'm working on one right now. And I will say that my back pain is getting better. Definitely not 100% yet, but I have spent the last like 5 days being pretty gentle with it and trying not to aggravate it too much. I'd say maybe I'm at like 85% of the way there. And when it was really bad, you know, I felt I was at like 20%. So that's pretty significant improvement over about half a week or a little more. a whole working week basically. And today is a pretty exciting day. I mean, for most people, it is kids back to school, first day in our area. But for me, it is the first day of bowling league. We are back now, going to be back now from our summer break. So that's tonight for me, which I'm a little nervous because I feel like I could bowl. Like right now, I feel good enough that I could bowl. My back really today hasn't been bothering me too much, but I also really haven't done a whole lot except I laid on my porch, which was, it's so nice out. Like the weather has finally broken the terrible heat wave and humidity. I think it's like 70 degrees today, which is super nice. So I laid out on the porch this morning. We have a couch out there. I did take a little clip, and I'll show you here that when I lay down on our porch couch, the view that I have of just like the sky, and it's so nice. But yeah, I haven't done much today, so my back is feeling pretty good. I'm really hoping bowling doesn't negate all the progress that I have made. But I am kind of feeling like it's been feeling better for the past 2 days. And I did do just, you know, some light activity. We have a little garden, and this year I'm just growing green beans and tomatoes. But it really, the little area gets overrun with weeds, of course. And I let them get really big. Like they were taller than the green bean plants, and I'm doing like the bush style. So yeah, they were really tall, and I spent some time pulling them out, cleaning that area up, just because I am harvesting green beans like every couple days now. And with the weeds, it was so hard to be seeing like all the beans. And when I was pulling the weeds, I was finding just whole little sections I couldn't see. So I did do that, and that didn't hurt my back too bad. And it kind of felt good to get moving again. So I'm hoping that bowling will do that. Just kind of keep the movement going, keep the joints, everything. What do they say? You know, body's in motion, stay in motion, whatever. It's a time. It's just been a time. Speaking of that, thank goodness the weather is as nice as it is right now, because I think it was Saturday night. My husband had been upstairs gaming, and I was downstairs laying down trying to, you know, not hurt my back. And he had come down. We were just kind of messing around and talking, and our daughter needed to go to bed. And both of us just start smelling like burning, but not like fire burning, like electrical burning. So we start freaking out, and like it smelled by our TV area, and then it smelled by like our end table. And those are the only two areas in our living room that have plugins that we use. So we're like tearing the living room apart, like sniffing everything, like what's burning up. Nothing was hot. So then my husband realizes, so we have a return vent. Our vent and our return vent in our living room are both in the floor because it's an old house. And what's by those? The TV and the end table. So my husband realized that the smell was coming through the vent, which is scary, because at first he's like frantically feeling the walls, because it is an old house. There's old wiring in there. A lot of that was disconnected, but you never know with things. So he's like feeling all around, like he's like ready to call firefighters just in case. Like if it's inside the walls, what are you supposed to do? But then he realized it was coming through the vent. So, and again, our house is old. So our like facilities and all that are in our basement. So he had to get down in there, and it is not finished, not even close. It was horrible. But it turns out that our furnace, air conditioner, whatever, the motor was burning up and out. So that was the smell that was coming through. And I mean, we must have caught it just like right as it really started to get like hot, because I had not been smelling anything until he had come down and we had been talking for a little bit. So fortunately, we got all that turned off before anything serious happened, but we are now without our air conditioner. But it's actually okay because it's been so nice out, and really we should be having the windows open anyway. Yeah, we're feeling good. We are halfway through the skein of yarn that we are working on, and we're going to work on some more plants. I probably will eventually transition to some string of pearls, just because, you know, for me that's a classic. And I think I'll do the smaller ones because I'm kind of realizing that like my price point for those is probably the one that's going to move more than the bigger one. You know, people like things like under 20 bucks at markets for sure. So we're going to make some smaller ones, and I will probably meet you back here when I have finished the whole skein, and we'll go through all the plants that I made and how many plants that I made with one whole skein of yarn. All right, I'll see you guys then. We are to the very end of the skein. I think we've just got one more plant to make with this. Hi guys, we did it! We officially have used the entire skein of yarn and made plants. And this is all that I had left, which is not enough to do anything with. So, mission accomplished. Now, let's see how many plants I made. I'm going to show you all of the different styles and the total of them. So first up we have these. They just look like leaves right now because I haven't put anything together yet, but this is going to be like an aloe vera plant. So it won't be hanging in a basket or anything, but I will crochet up a little pot and put these all together in there. So I have 2 of those. Next up we have string of pearls, and I made 2 of the mini size that I like to make, and these are perfect for rear view mirror, car, charms, or just in your house if you wanted like a little mini plant to have. So 2 of those. I made 1 of these, which is the pothos or pothos style plant. Okay, then next up I made this plant, which doesn't really have a name because I made it up as I went. But it's basically just kind of a viney, leafy style. This one's also like a mini size, so maybe for a car or just a small area in your house. So 1 of those. And the last one, bringing our total to 7 plants that I've made with 1 skein of yarn, I made this. And now this pattern, it was called like Dragon Fire Hanging Plant. I am not sure it's actually a real plant, but it's cute, so I made it and I like it. And this is a nice hanging style plant, a bit bigger than the others, so probably more for in your house. I wouldn't put this one in your car, but still very, very cool like that. I'll be making more of these in the future for sure. So that is 7 plants total for 1 skein of yarn, and I think that is pretty solid. They're small to medium-sized plants, I think in the scale of making crocheted plants. So nice, good variety here, and a little bit more market inventory for me. And that is going to be it for the video this week. If you've made it to the end, go ahead, give this video a like. If you haven't yet, leave a comment down below, introduce yourself, let me know if you are a crocheter and what kind of things you like to make. And as always, if you would like to stay up to date with my content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button so that you'll get notified in the future of my videos. I'm so glad for the community that I've created here and can't wait to see it grow even more. Everyone have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!